Precise inputs are an extremely important part of autocross. Being able to confidently turn the steering wheel and manipulate the pedals out on course makes it easier to find speed. Many of us spend a lot of money on parts that improve the steering response, throttle response, and braking capability of our Mustangs, but we often overlook performance upgrades for the parts of our bodies that control the car, our hands and feet. In this video, I discuss the benefits of wearing gloves and racing shoes, and I review the gloves and racing shoes I use at autocross events. When it comes to performance driving, OEM 79-04 Mustang steering wheels don't have a lot of grip. You don't want to strangle the steering wheel when you're driving, and your hands can get sweaty as you're hurling your car around the cones. A light grip and a little sweat can lead to your hands sliding on the steering wheel. If your hands are slipping instead of gripping, your inputs aren't going to be precise. A sweaty hand can also slip off of the shift knob. Every thousandth of a second counts on an autocross run. Missing a steering input or a shift will cost you time that could cost you a trophy. Driving gloves are not required to autocross your car, but many drivers choose to wear them. Some opt for SFI-rated racing gloves, others use leather driving gloves. I've used Mechanix FastFit gloves for years. They're not technically driving gloves, but they are thin and form-fitting with synthetic leather in the places where you need grip. They also use material designed to keep your hands cool. In the summer months, I have to deal with temperatures in the upper 90s and oppressive humidity. These gloves do a very good job of soaking up sweat, so I can steer with complete confidence. Because they're thin and lightweight, they help keep your hands where you want them without diluting the feedback you're getting from the car. They come in sizes ranging from small to extra large. Best of all, these $16 gloves have lasted 6 seasons. And even though they're definitely worn in, they are far from being worn out. If you're looking for an inexpensive way to get a better grip on the steering wheel, Mechanix FastFit gloves are a great choice. Putting my gloves on right before I head to the starting line is part of the routine that puts me into race mode. Another part of that routine is strapping on my racing shoes. SFI-rated racing shoes are not required to autocross your car. The SCCA rules simply state that shoes covering the entire foot shall be worn. As an instructor, I've seen all sorts of interesting footwear over the years, including cowboy boots, dress shoes, and topsiders. But those are not ideal autocross shoes. Most people wear sneakers, but nowadays many sneakers have thick, chunky soles. If you're a novice or a casual autocrosser, or you just don't want to buy racing shoes, you can absolutely wear sneakers. But I recommend choosing sneakers with a thin sole. I actually used a pair of old boxing shoes for several seasons. If you plan on autocrossing your Mustang a lot, there are definitely benefits to wearing racing shoes. Racing shoes have a very thin sole that gives you a better feel for your throttle and braking inputs. When it comes to those inputs, timing and degree really matter. Putting a lot of padding between your foot and the pedal makes your inputs less precise. Not getting on the throttle enough will cost you time. Getting too hard on the throttle could lead to going sideways, which also costs you time. Going too easy on the brakes could lead to overcooking an element. Going too hard on the brakes means you're slowing down too much, and that could also lead to locking up the brakes. Imprecise braking inputs will add time to your runs. Imagine how much time you will lose if every throttle and braking input isn't as precise as possible. Racing shoes also tend to be more form-fitting than sneakers. A sneaker with a wide sole can get caught under the pedal when you rapidly transition from the throttle to the brakes. I use RaceQuip Euro Carbon L racing shoes. They cost around $100 and they offer great bang for the buck. They have a suede leather outer layer and they are SFI 3.3/5 rated. They have ankle straps and the ankles are padded. The lace area is reinforced and the seams are double stitched. There are Carbon L patches on both sides of the toe to increase durability in those areas. The RaceQuip shoes are lightweight and they have a thin molded rubber sole. All you feel is the pedal under your foot. They also have a rounded heel that provides better support while you're driving. The RaceQuip Euro Carbon L shoes come in sizes ranging from 1 to 20, with some half sizes available. In most shoes and sneakers, I'm a 10.5, but a size 10 RaceQuip shoe fit me the best. I've used these shoes for 4 seasons and I've been very impressed by their quality, comfort, and performance. My Autocross Mustangs have immediate throttle response and brakes with aggressive initial bite. These shoes allow my feet to be more sensitive, which makes my inputs more accurate. If you're looking for relatively inexpensive racing shoes to add more feeling to your footwork, the RaceQuip Euro Carbon L shoes are a fantastic option. Autocross requires constant communication between you and your car. Commands and feedback are transmitted through your hands and your feet. Giving clear commands and getting unfiltered feedback will make you faster. Mechanix FastFit gloves and RaceQuip Euro Carbon L racing shoes will give you more than just comfort and control. They'll give you the added confidence you need to push your pony as hard as possible.